A quick Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let me just get everything up here. Okay. Oh, we're not. Let me get my. There we go. Okay, there we go. So we'll go ahead and continue from where we left off. And as that loads in, let me just explain. You know, in our last live stream, sorry, I got a text. Okay, so left off here, and this is right before the cutscene where we were last time, where we rage quit. Well, I didn't rage quit, but I had to redo part of the game. Let me just show you what I've got on me. I've got a bunch of stolen shit. In terms of weapons, I just have the dagger and the falchion. I have this equipment here, just pretty good. I ended up killing Deutsch and getting his stuff. I think I did that on camera, I don't remember. But I've got pretty good equipment, pretty good items, and so I think I'm ready to go. And also I have 320 Groschen, which is very good for this part of the game, so... Okay, so we already did this, and I'm going to let the cutscene play out again. I had to go get something out of the oven anyway. Well, maybe I'll skip part. Alright, I'll let the cutscene play from here. We already listened to this last time. Basically, we finished stuff, we finished the chores, Dad makes the sword, Sir Radzig there likes it, and he goes off, and then something happens here. I like how this transition occurs right after the phrase, "There's no need to learn swordplay." Very well done narratively, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to skip this part. And we get to stuff. And we see the initial attack here. It's not bad animation or anything. It's pretty good, actually. And we see this scene with his father and mother. And just note there that that was the bald guy that hit him directly, killed him specifically. That guy right there. And she gets absolutely massacred. Okay. So since we have the save so recent, I'm gonna have just a little bit of fun with this, although not a crazy amount. But there's quite a few things you can do, even at this early stage when you don't really have things learned. Now, the question is it really possible to win a sword fight with this first guy that we died to last time? And we'll just have to see. As you can see, we've got our falchion here, and everything else is equipped. And I do have that other sword, but that one's too clunky to use. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this sword out. And we're just going to have a nice little play fight here. Okay, he got me good there. But unfortunately, we can't really block or do anything blocking wise, and he's got all the counters and we don't, so it's a very unfair fight in that regard. Okay, I did get a shot in there. So, I think I can do that. It's just a question of trying harder. Because I actually did get a few blocks. Okay. So we'll try this again. Skip all. And maybe I'll just try this one more time. Now, the real way to cheese this part of the game is to go ahead and use a horse. But I'm kind of curious if I can do this without doing that. Okay. Not going to... I just don't think this is very likely. Okay, so I'm just not going to try that anymore. I've never had any success in that battle. There's just no real way to block at this stage in the game. I think you can maybe hold right-click and get one kind of block in, but it's just not very feasible. So what you could do is, instead of fighting that guy, and I could use a bow, but problem is the bow that I had that you can get early in the game is just you're not strong enough really to pull it back. So the other option here is come down here and this is going to be Teresa's farm here. And you do have to scare them off of Teresa. That's a required thing. But then you gotta get a horse. Okay, so now we need to get a horse real quick. Okay, and now that we're on horseback, we can actually do mounted combat. And this is the way that you would cheese this fight. You would just simply run down the road, hit people like that, and avoid getting hit yourself. And theoretically, you can take out people. It's a little bit challenging, but you can get some hits in. And it's kind of fun, although you can definitely lose by doing this. So you definitely want to have a nice save. And you do run the risk of if you wander off map, you can actually auto die basically. So you can't go too far astray. There's like little death boundaries. And unfortunately, in hardcore mode, like we're playing here, you don't get some of the UI information. Like you don't get stamina meter. There's a good hit there. Almost got him there. Almost, I think I got him. Got that one. So you can do this a few times and get some equipment this way, but it does take a while. And especially without the UI feedback that one might expect from the base game, this is a challenge. And the main thing is just not get hit. And you can't go too far that direction either because it will trigger a cutscene and take you out of this area. Okay, I got 3 hits that time. That's pretty good. Okay, we don't want to get stuck. We don't want to get stuck. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, we got dismounted. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna die. Yep. So I'm just gonna let them kill me. Okay, but as you can see, that is a viable technique. And now I've literally spent hours doing that, just to kill a few people and get a few pieces of equipment. But the reality is that you don't really need to do that. You do not need to do that at all in this game. The advantage is pretty minimal. And this is Teresa, the one who we just saved. So basically I'm going to rinse and repeat what we just did. Okay, so let's repeat what we just did. But this time I'll move. I'll just move on. Okay. Oh god. Okay, we screwed up there. I just got too close to these guys. Okay, we're gonna have to do it again. That's fine. You don't have to hit them. You can just kind of get their attention. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this time we're gonna maybe go for that other horse, and we're going to merely walk by the humans and not hit them with the sword. Okay, so I'm gonna walk up, save up my stamina. Wait until they respond. Okay, they've responded. Okay, come on. Why didn't I mount the horse? I thought I pushed mount. Okay, come on. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, well, this is a little harrowing because we are definitely wounded. But it's kind of fun. It's a little bit of a roleplay kind of thing. Let's see if the game keeps my wounded status. I mean, it is kind of fun this way because, yeah, there's the cutscene. You know, there is a little bit of a thing here where you get actually inflicted with a blood condition, a bleeding condition. Right here. And so I'm not sure if they're going to just supplant my prior state of health with that, or if I'm going to have to deal with both. I mean, that might actually be a problem. It would be interesting to see if I die from my greater blood loss, which pre-existed that cutscene. Okay, and it looks like they've restored my health a bit, maybe. Because I feel like I was quite a bit lower than that. But now I just need to outrun these guys before I bleed out, which is a problem here, definitely. And you just kind of go this way and try to avoid dying. You see some really interesting little cutscenes along the way, though, so interesting stuff. Okay, and it looks like our bleeding is hanging in there. And this poor trap is running away. I like how he just said run for it. As if, like, you know, as if the guy wasn't about to die. Let's see if they kill this guy. Okay, I think he got away, actually. Okay, there we go. Oh, I bled to death. Never mind. Okay, so we'll try again. That's no problem. I don't think I've ever bled to death on that ride. I mean, that might be from the fact that I was pretty beat up by the time I got the horse that round. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's go. And that guy I stopped. I didn't immediately start running, so that guy, you know, with the sword symbol up in the front, initiated a combat kind of thing. But since I'm far enough away, I think we will be okay. Although, I am losing steam here. Oh god. Maybe I should go straight for the horse and see if I can distract them with... Okay, this is not going well. Okay, I need to reload. Okay, so I need to not wait like 8 minutes before I start running. This is embarrassing. I mean, part of it's because I'm like playing around a little bit, but part of it's because I'm just not giving it the attention it deserves. Because I keep repeating it. Here we go. Okay, let's run immediately this time. Avoid getting into combat at all. Take a little shortcut down the cliff. And this time that guy's not even close. He may have lost interest altogether, actually. Then we'll come down up here. Teresa doing her thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get their attention, go for the second horse. Okay, there we go. Okay, come on, guys, come on. Ah, dude. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, turn around. Oh, go, go. Get going. Okay, we apparently got stuck there. Okay, okay. God damn it. This sucks. Okay. Maybe if I go for the horse first. I mentioned that on the other one, but didn't do it. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay, here we go. So yeah, in non-hardcore mode, this is quite a bit easier. Also, I think you're meant to maybe get the horse first. I mean, you're given the quest to get the horse. Maybe me jumping down there is not the move. Maybe staying up here is the move. I need this, and it's also easier if you can see your stamina bar. Okay, does it give me the quest about Teresa? Hello? Okay, let me get my sword out. Okay, that seems to have worked. I did help her get away. They're following me. She's gotten away. Okay, and this time we don't have the arrow to the leg, so that's nice. And there's the cutscene. I mean, we're gonna have the arrow to the leg. I guess I meant we're not pre-bleeding out. Okay. And of course, like everything else in this game, horseback riding is a skill. So you can definitely level that up if you want. Here we go. Freaks me out when I hear those noises because it's like, am I getting hit or is it somebody else? Here's this guy. Run for it. Yeah, I don't think they kill him. I think they just ride right past him. Yeah, and as you can see, the status of my bleeding is much better this time because I've only got the leg wound. Well, I think I have a partial torso wound. Did I get hit that time? I don't think I did. So it's mostly just the leg wound. My horse is overworked a little bit there. So you gotta like let up on the reins a little bit. But we're very close to our destination, and we really just need to make it there before we bleed out. Should be right. Right up here, I think, is the cutscene. Oh, come on. Oh, man. This is quite a bit harder on the hardcore mode with the bleeding. I think this time I won't fuck around. I won't look backwards. I'll just really keep to the mission. Maybe if I get this other horse, it'll be faster. I doubt it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's put the sword away. And just focus on the riding this time. Yeah, they're way behind. Maybe if I save a horse's stamina by walking it to this cutscene, it'll save stamina on the back end. Not the cutscene, I mean. Okay. Here we go. All right. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, wow, I got hit again there. So I did get hit early on in the last than the other one there. Yeah, that surprises me. God damn it. They're absolutely, they keep hitting me again and again. This is very tough. Very tough. Alright. This is like way tougher than I remember. Okay, let's try again. Maybe we'll just get luckier. We were very, very close once. It might have something to do with the armor that we're wearing too. Like maybe it's causing our horse to be encumbered, and the game doesn't anticipate you having that much armor. I'm not really sure. It seems unlikely, and I'm gonna assume that's not the case. But I guess, you know, we'll have to consider that if we can't get this figured out. Okay. I do like this horse better, I think. There we go. Okay, so let's remember, let's just go at max speed the second this cutscene ends. Ready, and go. Because we want to avoid taking any hits at all. I wish we could see better. I'm wondering if you lose speed, or if you gain speed by being on the path. I'm just kind of assuming that you get more speed from being on the path, but I don't know that for sure. And I've been galloping on the horse consistently and non-stop this time. And I'm guessing it's going to get tired relatively soon. But maybe this horse is better than the other one. So we'll see. Oh, hang on. I just realized that my my audio is not coming through, is it? That sucks. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I mean, at least you can hear me talking, and my beautiful voice is a big part of why anybody would just one second, guys. Okay. Let's try this again. So our horse was just running out of energy, so I'm gonna have to slow down anyway here. Okay, we avoided an arrow shot there. And I'm just kind of weaving to regain my horse's energy. Let's see if we can...
They'll kill you all! Run for it!
If you get too much of your horse's energy lost, it can buck you off. So you want to be careful with that.
Yeah.
But if you time this right, you can, and you weave around a little bit, you can certainly avoid some of the worst of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a close, almost arrow hit. And the horse seems to have regained its energy. That's good. Like we're very close. There's Talmberg. Just a little bit further. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
There we go. We got it. Okay. That was wearing on me. That was a tough one. I've never had it that rough before. It kind of previews that we're going to be in for a bit of a rude awakening on this playthrough, I think. Last time we did half of the prologue, essentially.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hajo, Hosungine!
Alright, we made it.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Alright, we made it to Talmberg Castle. We'll listen to this cutscene now.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
That felt like it hurt.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
As George R. R. Martin would say, Lord Divish is already in his cups.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robart. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? Were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Okay, so here we are in Talmberg Castle. Now, before I actually play that part of the game, let me just show you something really cool. If you go to maps.google.com, we've basically been to two places so far in this game, Skalitz and Talmberg. And if you go down here in Czechia, southeast of Prague, you can actually find these locations. Let's see here. Well, the main thing is to find Kutna Hora, which is... Where is it? Where is Kutna Hora? Oh, here it is. Okay. Here's the somewhat important city of Kutna Hora now. And that's going to be in the next game, as is... There's like a castle somewhere up here. But anyway, that's beside the point. And we're looking forward to that. But if you go from here and you head southwest down to this area, you will find... Where is it? Oh, I've done this a million times. Why am I in so much trouble? Is it here? It's probably along one of these rivers is what I'm looking for. Okay, here it is. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it either. Gosh darn it. I really didn't want to have to search for it in the thing, but I may have to. I'm sure I'm really close. The problem is all these names are in Czech. Alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's hard to see this because it's most of the towns are in Czech, and it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. How do you say, like rural? Here's Kutna, and we're gonna zoom into this region. Now, first of all, if we go. Okay, here's the town of Skalitz, where we just came from. Now this is the modern town, of course. But theoretically there would have been a castle. Yeah, here would have been the castle. And they've added Martin the Blacksmith, which is from this game. Which I think is hilarious that they put that in there. I love that. But this would be the castle, or what remains of it. It would have been right up here. And the town, I guess, would have been over here. And I'm sure that the game devs considered all of this, these pictures and such, when they made this. Okay, so that's Scalus. And then we would have escaped. Let's see. Well, we would have had to have gone this way. But the thing is, there's this other town. And then we get to here. Where's the Sasau? Okay. Yeah, here's Sasau. We'll talk about that later. So somehow we made it from Skalitz to Talmberg without going through Sasau, and I think that's because back in the day Sasau was just this little area here, and now it's expanded quite a bit. And so it makes sense that we could have. Well, it says we followed the stream. You almost wonder if they maybe moved some things around a little bit, but anyway. One neat thing about this map is that if you look here, you may remember that we passed a little church on the hill, and it seems to have been modeled after this guy. At, I can't remember what the little town is called. It's just an R, like Rostov or Rolov or something, but anyway, this is a little church. Okay. And I'm sorry, I have to respond to one quick email real quick but enjoy this picture for just a second. My dryer's done. Actually, I may have to do this online real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna keep recording, but I just have to get on my email account on my other screen real quick and just do one quick thing. Sorry. Just one more second here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I have to create a new email. That sucks. That's bizarre. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody's patience. I have to get, it's kind of time sensitive. There we go. Okay. Should be good. Did that go through? Let's try this. Okay. And this will just take a second. I appreciate everybody's patience. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I can go over here. Information code. Okay. Okay, I really appreciate everybody's patience. I had to do just one little thing there. But we should be good to go now. Okay. So anyway, that's a cute little thing you can do, and then of course the thing I was gonna get to is that we get to Talmberg Castle here. If you kind of skip past here, but I think, I guess the game is saying we went up around this way, and maybe we, I think the game kind of squishes this area a little bit, but I think essentially what we did was we went like this, and then it kind of creates this little squishy area back here, and we made it to Talmberg. Now Talmberg still very much exists in ruin, and you can get on Google and see. This is the gatehouse we would have gone through, main round tower, and you can see we came in through there. There's an old picture when the building was larger. It's collapsed a little bit, but this is the gatehouse. So anyway, this is a little cool thing you can do, and there are people who have been there in real life, and they will share that kind of thing with you. Okay, so another cutscene. It wants us to talk to Sir Robard. You can find your quest by pushing J, by the way. Okay. And just to double check to see if there's any like that. Okay. We do have 70 out of 74. And our stolen stuff is now marked as not stolen. Well, at least some of it is. It's some of the less expensive things are coming out of the status of being stolen. These might come out next. These already are out. We're like 20 or 30 bucks up a scale. So this is good. This is good. The falchion and the dagger are not stolen, interestingly enough. And our food is all non-stolen. So now we can, and we will probably need to eat. So let's go ahead and have some of these heavy cabbages. They restore quite a bit. They're pretty good to have. It's probably pretty good. We'll stay at 97. Okay. So we came in through here. And we're just up here right now. And we could explore. There's a little clerk guy.
Hey!
We can come out here. And we can go back here.
Hey, who's there?
But we don't have any lockpicks, so we cannot get in there. Now we can also go up here and look around. But again, some of these chests are way beyond our skill to open. And we still don't have any lockpicks. So anything that's locked is going to be not a viable option. But I guarantee we will be back to these containers later in the playthrough. Here's Sir Divish. He likes to pray. Okay. So no viable targets. Now we can go into that tower if we want, but reality is, let's just go ahead and talk to Sir Robar.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father.
You're that lad from Scouts. What in heaven's name happened there?
Okay. So, he wants us to go to the kitchen now. And we can just talk to random people. We can just kind of tell him it was awful. And let's see. Well, now we have a timer on these. So we'll go with the second option there.
Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
Okay. And let's go with that
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Okay, so she had a nice little dialogue. Let's go ahead and head into the kitchen now. Talk to our dude.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
Lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Okay. Be a
When
little
you've done,
flirtatious with Lady Stephanie
You
there.
can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I like how dude is telling us to take off our boots before bed. Okay, so now the game is basically teaching us that yes, we do have to eat. And we can go ahead, you know, we're at 80 nourishment, but if we were to go ahead and eat from the pot, we're now at 85 nourishment. So it's like a little free meal, basically. We could take some stuff, but there's no real advantage to doing that. We really don't need that much food right now. Just exploring a little bit, we can come back here. And again, we could, now here is somewhere where we could get away with taking a little bit of food. In fact, let's go ahead and just do that for the sake of demonstrating that. If you needed a little bit of food, you could sneak the back room here, hold Rob, and just take those 5 cabbages. And generally speaking, nobody's going to notice or care. Now, if you steal too much, people do kind of get a sense that something's amiss. Alright. There's a couple random rooms back here. Now, we can sleep and save there. And we can come back here and do the same.
Mother of God.
And in fact, this is the most comfortable bed. We sleep and save here. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and sleep there. And you know, you definitely want to get your energy all the way back up to full, so we'll sleep until 7 a.m. Nice 12-hour rest. And there's going to be a lot of sleeping because we have one of the perks that basically makes it so you don't get as much good sleep or something, I think.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you.
Again, flirtatious as hell.
You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Okay, so Stephanie basically really opens up to us nicely there. Kind of fun, I guess. Okay. I just can't talk about it. Tell me the story. Okay, I'll tell her the story of the raid.
You're right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
And we gotta choose the best one here. Let's go with the second one.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi.
Alright, this time... Yeah, we'll keep up with this. I mean, we seem to be having good luck with that.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzi
Red one.
himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Okay. And we'll stick with
The
this.
horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Now we can do... This one looks like it's gonna be the best. Actually, no, sorry.
I've never seen a raid before, and it was terrifying.
Guess I didn't mean to do that.
The moaning of the wounded, death rattles, the terrible screams as swords passed through flesh. There was nothing but confusion, blood, and death.
It's very sad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Okay, so we seem to be best here.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never
Exactly.
forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage,
that phrase leads
before I
to an
even got
entire
a look at
DLC.
Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Okay.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Okay.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
Is there? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Okay, so now we're tasked with going to the battlements. And it says specifically, oh, I gotta take the torch, right? It's a table. Put that. Now they're about via the gateway stairs, so the gateway. I love that and we're overloaded now. Also, you'll see that there's a little symbol. Let's see. So there's that little moon symbol. I'm not really sure what that means. Let's see. I'm ready. I don't know what the little moon symbol means. Oh, here we go. Nightmares. Okay, I had nightmares. So that basically gives me a debuff for a little while. It looks like strength, agility, and speech are affected, I'm guessing. Nourishment's still good. Energy is a little questionable. And we're overburdened. Although a lot of this is starting to not be considered stolen anymore, which is great. The best way to unburden myself might be to eat some of this. So that give me 16. If I had another one, I'd be... Oh, yeah, that's because of our debuff there. Okay, well, that's fine. Once we get the debuff goes away, we'll be fine. And I'm just trying to get a sense of how long that's going to take by watching that moon clock tick down.
There's too few of us.
I seem to be on the battlements. Where's Captain Robard?
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command. All will is well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
So this is just background conversation that we're eavesdropping on. He's got a small but strong group of fighters. Some better armored than others. Okay, that looks like it's it. Let's talk to him.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the scouts say?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a troublemaker right there now!
Okay.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
I like how he's already
Don't
recovered
worry.
from his
I'll
leg injury.
tell the men to relieve you later.
I'll be with you.
Can't really see anything. So the lightning helps. I'm looking at the map, you know, this is the road we're kind of watching, this is where we came from. So we need to watch basically west. And we have the pretzel marked on the map for some reason, so I guess we're facing where the kitchen is, which means facing out from there is basically south. I think we need to watch this direction.
God be with you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
Seems everyone thought.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry...
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and...
I will. Farewell.
Okay, it looks like we've quote-unquote completed watch. So we have to wait until morning. And in order to do that, you just push T and add a couple hours or whatever. Okay, so it's starting to turn light out. And let's see if we can talk to this guy again. Nope.
Farewell.
And it's really kind of hard to see. Let's maybe talk to this guy. He's got nothing to say. Could probably steal some stuff. How are we doing on? We've got about 6 pounds to spare. We sprained our ankle a little bit there. Alright, well, you know, the pole arms in this game were kind of an unfinished feature. You could pick them up, but you can't have them in your inventory. So I'm not even going to try. I could just take... Let's just take one of these shields. Alright, that's a good enough haul for today. And we are overloaded. So let's fix that up. A couple of food items. And let's just drop one of these. And then we'll drop that. Okay, we're good to go.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Outer Bailey.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Looks like everybody's heading this way.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Okay, so we're finally given control again. Ironically, my popcorn just finished cooking, but I'll go get it in a minute. Okay, so we finally have a little bit more free reign now. Let's talk to Robard.
Good day to you.
We got a new level main.
So, Robard,
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left. The place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Oh, shit.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in there?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillage.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Gutenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Gutenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defenses too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Gutenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Gutenberg silver is king.
So Gutenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Gutenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Gutenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about...
Just want to show you one more thing real quick. Actually, there's this concept in history called Cumania, which is sort of the steppe region and into southern Ukraine. This is where the Cumans originate. They're sort of a Mongolic, Turkic people, and also associated with the Kipchaks. And then what you get is, actually, you can see it on this map here. Humans are considered up here. The Khazars are down here. But this is like 1200 CE, a little bit before the time that we're talking in Kingdom Come Deliverance, which was 15th century. And so, what happens is the Cumans basically migrate from the far east in the steppes, kind of over here, and they come down through here, really into this arid steppe lands, into Ukraine, and across the Carpathian Mountains, which are here. You know, I don't know if they come in through here or whatever, but they come in and settle in what's now Hungary. So when Sigismund is commanding the Kingdom of Hungary, he's using Cumans from over here who had settled in Hungary to go up against us up in Czechia. Now again, we are, here's Skalitz, here's Kutnahora, or Kuttenberg as they call it, the royal city. Okay, so that's enough history.
Why did Sigismund burn?
Farewell.
Okay. So we learned about Kuttenberg, we learned about all this stuff. Okay, now that we have control of the character, we can do a few things. We're still in the prologue, by the way, so just keep that in mind. We have our first trader, and this is an important guy, right here.
Good health to you.
Our first trader since Skalitz, that is.
If you've got...
And there's a little bug in this game. He starts out with 50 wealth, and he never replenishes it. But we're gonna get all of these. And don't mind that treasure map either. And then we'll sell. Let's see, what's the most expensive thing we have? Those are stolen still. The gold ring we could sell without much consequence. It's padded koi. Let's sell that. Actually, I'll sell this and that, and those, and those. And I realize we're getting rid of some things, but we're going to be able to quickly replace them. And I want to make up for the losses in revenue there. Some cheese. Let's do those. Could sell that. That weighs a lot. Let's sell that, even though it's not. Well, it's kind of a quest item. I wouldn't mind keeping that. Yeah, I think that's probably about as good as we're gonna get. So we'll pay the 75. Let's haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure.
See if he'll take 60.
What about this?
That's not enough.
He's gonna come down a little bit there.
Aye, that would do it.
They save $10. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Let me out, I said. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth if he doesn't get lost quick?
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
Alright, let's see what he's got in mind.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I can say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around. Is there someone...
Hungry, are you? You should go and see... For anything else, you should see a fellow called... But he can get you just about anything.
That business with Sig...
Okay. So,
good luck to you.
You know, typically I will play most of the dialogue, but figured in that case we can probably move along. Alright, all the villagers are just kind of talking. And you can talk to them, they're gonna have...
Is there someone...
Some generic interactions. But you can pretty much ask anybody those same two questions.
Mother of God.
Is there some...
Try Vortava.
Sigismund.
And no mistake.
So you can ask pretty much everybody those couple questions, and they'll give you some general advice about, you know, traders and things. And given how many people are living in this place, there's not that many beds. Let's talk to him again. He has nothing new to say. I'm immediately, obviously, looking for anything I can steal. So let's head back in here. Maybe escape through there. Alright, let's start out by going over here. Now that we have lockpicks, we can do a lot more. So let's start out all the way back here. And this was our bed that we slept in. But there was this other room. So I'm gonna close that door. Oops. Accidentally called my horse that I don't have yet. And now that we have the lockpicks, we can do this mini game. Requires you to find that spot that lights up, but keep it relative there while you rotate it. Okay, so we succeeded there. And obviously we can get better at that as a skill. Okay. And unfortunately everybody's in here. But they do have a chest.
You've no business here.
Makes no sense that
Are you looking for something?
people are... Well, I guess it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet, so... Eventually they'll all wake up and we can maybe look around in there more. Let's take a look in here. Again, there's a sleeping and saving area there. That's about it. And let's take a look in here. Alright, there's a chest here. Let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, so...
Hey, don't move a finger.
Oh, we got caught.
You crook! I caught you right in the act. And that won't be the last of it, sunshine. You have
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot
like
more
this guy.
to answer for. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
What of it? The law applies to everyone.
That much? I don't have enough on me.
You don't pay, you go to jail.
Jail? Alright, let's go and get it over with quick.
Get moving.
I've never been to jail in the prologue before.
I
This will be
hope you
interesting.
rot there. Give me back the stolen goods and show me what else you have on you.
Well, that's not good.
I hope you enjoyed your time in our little establishment.
Not much, actually.
Glad to hear it.
And can I go?
Go. Aye, you can, I'm sorry to say. Now bugger off and get yourself killed for all I care.
Okay, so... We actually kept that. We lost the gold ring. We kept most everything else. Glad I sold the stuff that I did. Yeah, you know what? That's probably fine, actually. Okay. Well, that's one way to get kicked out of the castle. I didn't know you could do it that way. Usually you have to, like, steal armor and, make your way out otherwise, but... Yeah, we don't have a horse. I could steal a horse. I might just do that. And I kind of want to steal some armor. So... I think I'm going to go ahead and before we go do this... Which basically requires us to go back to Scalus. I think what I'm going to do is head over here and maybe try to steal some shit. Because I do feel like we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, having been to jail. Incidentally, you can check your statistics. You can kind of see a couple things. You can see that not much in-game time passed there when we were in jail. We just basically got kicked out of the castle. I don't think any time really passed. Because last time I checked this, it was 1.7 days. And that was in the morning when I was on the ramparts, I think. There's probably some sort of stat about being in jail. Anyway, we did get a perk in speech, and we definitely want to get this done as quick as possible. question is, do we want to have a perk? We're talking a highborn or lowborn. And there's a lot more low. I don't know. I guess I should make a decision on that.
Hey!
Nobles and wealthy or commoners. I'm gonna do highborn. I think maybe this playthrough I'll make Henry kind of a noble snob guy kind of dude.
Yeah.
Could maybe knock him out.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here!
Alright, whatever.
What do you want? You've no business here.
Okay, there's a guard like right there. Alright, you know what? This place is a little too busy for my criminal behavior. Let's go up this way. And go up to this house. Now again, we have no battle experience whatsoever, so anything I get up to, you know, I'm gonna want to do passively. Okay, so we're getting, I mean, we have a good track record on those logs. And I do like to close doors behind me when I'm thieving. I don't think I can do that one yet, it's too difficult. Whenever that little symbol of the no entry allowed symbol up above ticks on, just bear in mind that somebody can catch you and you can get in trouble. And when you do miss a thieving attempt like that, you can get into some... people can detect that. Best value. Basically, I'm just stealing anything that's reasonably decently valuable, with the hopes that I can sell stuff. Problem is, I'm gonna end up with way too much stuff on me to be useful. I'm not gonna be able to do that one, that's too hard. I can steal some food though. Let's get that. Oh, I love the Padfoot potion, that's nice. Salt. Anyway. Probably not a lot of goodies in here. Certainly nothing valuable, so I'm gonna leave the rest of that. Oh, and just FYI. Released prisoner gives me some debuffs as well. Fortunately, having sold all the expensive stuff, or the heavy stuff, we have quite a bit of leeway on in terms of our weight capacity. Okay, now I think he was just right outside the building here, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit more sneaky on this one. Boy, that was a close one. Get a couple arrows there. Okay, so we did gain some good thieving experience, and this guy is none the wiser. And it does take a while to level that up, so do the best you can, but it is a time-consuming activity. Alright, let me talk to this guy.
God be with you.
And you can do hunting
I'd like you
training.
to show me. Certainly.
But it really
I'd like to
is
practice. All right.
expensive. Though it really is useful. So I'm gonna go ahead and haggle and see if I can get this down a bit.
What about this?
Well,
Get him down to 55. Alright. So we get a little bit of a hunting improvement. Now, what that does, just kind of to show you, under hunting, we purchased that much experience for 55. That's a lot of money for that. Now let's go back to him and see about trading. And see, we need 10-7. Right now, we have a debuff. Let me just look that up. Yeah, you're malnourished and weak. It lasts for about 1 to 2 days. And the longer in jail, the worse the penalty. So, yeah, I don't know what my natural skills are in those categories, but I can tell you this. Right now, we want to get the lowest quality bow possible, the most minimal requirements, one way or the other. And that might well be this one. Yeah, that probably is that one. He does have a treasure map as well, and the Joy of Gutting, which is a hunting skill book. And I'm pretty tempted to get both of those. And as you can see, these arrows do different amounts of damage. So let's go with, at least with the villager's bow. I think I can handle this one. I think I'll come back for these two things, though. Okay, now what can we sell him? Based on how expensive everything is. Yeah, unfortunately, most everything I have is stolen right now. Sell him 2 bandages. A couple breads. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I could sell them the savior schnapps. We're probably gonna need those. So let's go and haggle. I hate to spend all my money, but
sure, why?
We'll get plenty more money in the very near future. I'm gonna offer him 100.
You won't convince me.
What about this?
I'd almost.
Well, this is the last.
I'll go for that.
We can go. Okay, so now I do have a bow and 12 arrows. And we can definitely use that. I mean, frankly, we could go hunting right now if I wanted to, although it's dangerous to be doing this. What I really need to do is steal a horse. Right there. But there's nothing in the game that prevents you from, and we're still in the prologue, mind you. We basically have access to the whole map. But I could have sworn there's like a... Is there some kind of like cutscene or something when you escape the castle that takes you back to Skalitz? Because I could have sworn you can kind of... Oh, there's Belladonna. Yeah, nice. We're definitely gonna get into alchemy soon too. We need nettle, belladonna, and what's the other one? I think that's it to make savior schnapps. So we can start making money that way too. It does take a while at first, but it really does pay off. Alchemy. But I'll definitely take the opportunity to get these belladonnas. They're fairly rare. They sell for a good amount. And this is probably the first point in the game you can find them. We're now at the 2-hour mark of this stream. Granted, 5 minutes of that was me fixing a thing on my Twitter by doing a verification and a new email. Alright, so you can sell all this St. John's wort. I mean, we're getting, every time I reach down to pick it up, it's like a couple gold, you know? A couple gold's worth. And that sage as well. Now, at some point, you know, we really want to be selective about how many herbs we have on us, because it weighs you down, and you always want to have at least a few of each, basically, so you can always make any potion you need. So it's always a little bit of a balancing act with the herbs. But in this early part of the game, we will definitely not complain about being able to make a little bit more money selling herbs. Just looking for any last more belladonna. I don't see any. They're kind of hard to spot. They really do blend in. Ah, there's one right there. So they have these little berries on them. Belladonna, Italian for beautiful lady. Okay, so that probably is a pretty good start for my stuff. Now, you can sell some stuff. There's a guy over here we can sell to, I think. But all in all, Talmberg's a fairly unremarkable city. It is mostly a castle and less of a city. Alright. This guy is well dressed. I would love to take his clothes. Can I follow him and steal from him? Maybe. He was back here in an isolated area. Oh, he's the Chamberlain.
Why are you creeping around like a...
What are you doing back here? Can I get to him? Sweet. This is awesome. Okay, I feel like it's quite possible that we could be discovered, so let's just take everything and then walk away. And I think I'm gonna flee town now because he is an important guy, and he definitely saw me, but he probably didn't recognize me, honestly. So let's flee town before we get a bounty, before the bounty pops up. I really do want a horse, though, so I'm trying to think where's a good place to get a horse. I'm in the castle. Is there anywhere else in town I can get a horse? I think maybe at the blacksmith. So maybe we'll head that way.
Who's there?
Mother of God.
Why'd you say Mother of God? Alright. So there's one shop over here, so let's stop there. The main thing is if the guy wakes up and reports me, I think I'll be long gone by then. Oh. But I think this is a shop here. So we will report there. See if I can sell anything. My herbs in particular, I'm concerned about selling. Or is it this one? Is this the tannery? And there's a guard. Let's see if I can sell it to this lady.
Good day to you.
Okay, this cabbage is cleared up, so we can sell that, although not for very much. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'll wear that, so we can sell that. Then you put the brown hose on it, and I can sell whatever. But I like these. I think these are great. I want those. Alright, I think that's probably about all we got. So let's sell that for 30. I don't want any of that. And then also let's sell. I mean, these sell for 0.5 each. I'm not going to sell any of this though. But I will sell the sage. Let's keep the nettles largely. The big haul is to St. John's Wort. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's haggle. See if I can get 55
Can we do
or
something
something
about
for this.
Sure.
Are we agreed?
That's better. Finally, a
Okay, 53 bucks, pretty good. Get some reputation. Trading, always, typically will give you reputation. Let's talk to this guy.
Well, I never.
Actually, I don't think I need to talk to him. I was gonna say wash up. That's the leather tanning barrel. Okay, so now we need a horse, arguably. And we could steal one. In fact, that's my plan. And I think there might be some over here at this quarry coming up. So let's hope that there's a horse over here we can steal, otherwise we'll have to walk. I'd say we were very lucky to be able to take out the Chamberlain like that. And as far as I can tell, consequence free. I mean, like we have a low reputation in Tomberg, but that's probably because we were caught stealing in town, not because we sort of clandestinely knocked out the Chamberlain and stole his stuff. It doesn't appear that that's been reported. But anyway, we can start dressing, especially now that we're out of town. I feel like we can just go ahead and throw his outfit on. Let's get these silent shoes. These are great. These have a tendency to make stealing easier. Get some pants on finally. Thank you, Henry. Put that quilted brown jacket on. Sell those. Okay. So I'm becoming quite the fashionable fellow. And here's a little work camp. Let's steal from these. There we go. Take the Roshan, leave everything else. Actually, the coif could be worth something. 1 to 46 ratio. Actually, the ratio on the bandage is even better, 1 to 50. weight to value. Okay, there's the cutscene. Okay. So we just have to make it there. And then it takes us... Yeah, I've never had the pleasure of walking around Talmberg like that.
So they've already gone.
Mass grave. Okay, so we got a quest started Homecoming. So that is after the quest run. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the Savior Schnapps here. We're only about 1/8 done with the jail sentence, and looks like our strength and agility are still very, very negatively affected.
Jesus.
We can loot these. You want to eat food off of a dead body, you know? Don't mind getting the dried stuff. I mean, it lasts a long time. So I guess we'll get a little bit of the dried food. The reality is that I really want my strength and agility to be back up before I encounter any enemies. A pistol? No, it's not. Oh, he's got money, I'll take that. And it's not going to do any good laying on the ground here. And we are probably, yeah, we're getting close to encumbrancy. We're not there yet. How are we doing on nutrition? 71, and a little low on energy too. I wouldn't mind getting some arrows either. Let me, yes, we've got those equipped. Let's see, bludgeon takes, okay, we've got our strength back up to 2. Our agility is still 0. 2 is kind of what we're maxed out at. Elchin requires 9 agility, so I'm going to switch over to bludgeon. I think that's a better choice, just for now. Even though this has a lot higher damage, this one does blunt damage, and that should be fine. And then, you know, this is still lacking, but we're close to those requirements. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my bow, and just see if I can hit a nice solid shot with it. And the answer is no. So I'm glad I tested that out. Got a broken arrow, that's fine. Alright, but with the bludgeon, you know, we've got the ability to defend ourselves somewhat. And then we also, well, we had a shield, but the guard took it when we went to jail, didn't he? Okay, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and proceed to town. And we did do a Savior Schnapps, so should be okay. Grab some of these poppies. We haven't had poppies yet. So there's a thistle. I'll get a couple of thistles as well. Okay.
Who's there?
Okay, and there's a dude here.
What are you doing?
Okay, we managed to kill our first guy. Okay, so yeah, I think let me see if any of this is worth taking. Probably not. We're way over encumbered now. I can put that on, okay. But yeah, so leather jerkin doesn't sell for that much, but I can wear it apparently. As armor. Or, instead of what I currently have there, which has 1 armor value, I could do this like Gambison, which has a 6 armor value. But it weighs 13, so I think I'm gonna drop that, and I think I better drop that too. Kind of like it though. I like the aspect that it's armor. So let's drop the working boots instead. And then let's have some cabbage. That'll put us at 101. That's fine. Close enough. And once our pig status goes away, we should be good to go with not being over encumbered. We're right on the cusp. Did I say pig status? I mean gluttony status. Also, once our jail status goes away, that should help too. I forgot how important strength is in the beginning of the game. And we gotta keep our eyes out for more bandits, because we're just very weak right now. I'm basically just searching the bodies for Groshen at this point, because I do not have any more carry capacity. Checking my surroundings, make sure I'm not gonna get surrounded by dudes. Like that one Groshen. Okay. I use that. That's 1 and 1. 22, 21. I like that better. So I'm going to take the axe, and then let's switch to the axe. Should be able to wield that. Yeah. So let's get rid of the broken arrow. Can I have more cabbage? I'll get you rid of this. Let's get rid of this bread. Alright, then I think I should get rid of the legend. It sells for more than the axe, though. But I think the mixed damage type is more useful for me. Alright, what am I being bogged down by now? Let's get rid of 3 or 4 of these. I like the herbs. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. No more herbs. Okay, there's a guy there. go around. But I think if I get the jump on him, I'll be... Actually, I could sneak up on him and murder him. Is that a guy? Is that... That's just a fence post. Why did I think it was a guy? It's literally just a fence post. I still feel like it's very, very conceivable that I'd get ambushed though.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
I mean, he doesn't even have any charcoal. Yeah, I definitely have the sense that maybe I'm being followed or watched. Okay, I think that is the guy there. Why am I getting herbs? No herbs. Yeah, apparently I did not get enough to overload myself. Can I?
Hey!
Okay, somebody yelled. Can I cut this guy off? Maybe. I'm running out of stamina. But he's looting dead bodies, for God's sakes. Nobody, except for me, loots dead bodies. Can I track this guy down? I think I'm getting closer to him. Getting close. For some reason I put my axe away. Go ahead and do the, oh, I didn't mean to grab his body. I was gonna do the mercy kill, but I guess he died. Alright, let's see what this guy's got. He's got $9 on him, I'll take that. Coif, I guess, would be the next most efficient thing, but I don't think it's worth it, so I'm gonna leave everything else. Was it worth running across all those fields for $9? Maybe. Hard to say. But we'll head back to where we were. Wow, we really went quite a distance. Yeah, I think we need to go all the way over here. Is that right? Okay, there's another guy, I think. This time I won't let him get away. This is a good experience. See if I can sneak up on him.
answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. I'll slaughter you.
Why can't I hit him?
Bugger!
Okay, we got some agility there. That's nice. And we killed another bandit, so... Ooh, noble shoes. I like that. I like those too, because I can wear them. That's in better shape than the one I have, and that sells for a good amount per weight. That's not bad. Okay. So, and as you can see, that agility kicked in there. Switch to that one. I'll drop this one. And we're still 5 over. But that's okay. We're still pretty much moving at full speed. We just can't run. Okay, so this is roughly where we encountered the other guy. Right? Alright. Let's go around this way. I know for a fact, having played the game before, that there's a bunch of bandits in this little facility, and they're way too powerful for me to take on. So I'm gonna move on. And this is right about the place where we got shot in the leg with an arrow. That cutscene. And then we're coming up on Teresa's farm here. Alright, let's check out the farm. Maybe Teresa's hiding somewhere. Doesn't appear to be anything of value in here. But I say we try to sneak back into Skalitz. What do you say? Oh, I have a skill in stealth, perk and stealth. Let's see here. Got that. +1 strength and vitality until you're caught or leave the scene of the crime. So, I like that. Reduce. Move almost silently in the rain. Okay, so the rain gives us a huge stealth bonus, basically. I mean, I like all of these, but let's go with rain, man. It is raining. Okay, so we'll head up here. message. Okay. So let's see if we can get into the castle here. And my recollection, having played the game before, is that this entrance might be blocked. But I'm not sure. So let's try it. I mean, I know that when we start the quest run, I'm pretty sure it is blocked. Because they, like, lock the door behind you. Let's just see if it is now. These are things that I just never take the time to look at. Okay, and it looks like it is. Right. No, can't get over that. Okay. So let's find another way in. Okay, we're officially stuck. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. And get rid of those. One more pound. Where are these? Point 3. Let's just drop one. Drop one of these. Okay, there we go. Now we can jump. Okay, that's good. I didn't want to have to walk all the way around. Okay, looks like we're coming up on the side here. Let's take a peek in here. I guess we could sleep and oh, you can't do that, okay. Right. In the prologue you can't really sleep and save, but in the rest of the game we can definitely do that at times. Let me just go check this out. Well, can I even get in there? Go ahead and wash ourselves off. I think we can go in here. Not that there's too much to do. Well and truly ransacked. Okay, now here's our first nest that we've encountered. And so what we can do is we can so we could try to head back down, but our skills are so poor. We just wasted 2 arrows basically. That I'm never going to be able to find in there, so that's fine. I think we're like right here. So if I keep going up this hill, I think I should get to the front entrance of Scallods. Oh yeah. that's the side entrance. I'm guessing I can't go in there. Correct. Get our axe out here. There's a guy. Now that I've got that Rain Man perk, I wonder if I can pull this off.
What have we got here? Entertainment. Great. Right.
And sticking with my Henry is a serial killer theme. Why am I still in combat? There we go. I pretty much have to have this. That's decent value. Now I'm just gonna leave everything else. He had a bludgeon as well. Alright.
You didn't learn like me. Died with a sword in his hand.
Okay, at this point I don't mind actually becoming encumbered because I just remembered that I can put stuff in my family's chest in there. So let's go ahead and get this guy's stuff. And then the sword would be nice. Let's get that. $106. Minimum agility 3 to use that. We're not that far off, but we're a little far off.
You stood by his side when he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
Alright, let me go over here real quick and see if there's anything over here. I don't see any dead guards, interestingly enough. I'd love to get their armor. Here's old Kunish's house. Let's see if we can find any trace of him. Actually, let's go in this house. A lot of the town's valuables were in here, in this trader shop. Beautiful pink wall. looks like the humans got it all. Alright, let's go over across here. I see, it makes me less concerned about all those people I killed in the first episode. Because they're just gonna die anyway. Oh, Bianca.
Take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like that.
Alright, she doesn't look so good. Now we're significantly encumbered. This is a beautiful little design of an area, though. I'm just gonna poke my head into the inn and see if anybody's in here. But then we'll basically go inside and put our stuff in the chest. Got nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, let's head up to our house. Well, let's find where our parents died. Okay.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Okay. So, we need to find a spade. But before we do that, let's first of all loot them. Naturally. Got $1 from Gerald Dad. Okay. Hard to say really, they're right on top of each other. Apparently I looted him. Just being extra fastidious about all that. Okay, so great, some boots we can sell. This guy. We're very close to home, which means very close to relieving our weight capacity issues. Also, yeah, we're still at 1 and 1 on strength and vitality there, or agility. And there's the blacksmith. Brings back a lot of memories. Oh, hello, Lex, Lioness. I'm doing very well. How are you? Okay, so we're very close to our inventory storage. And here we are. Thank God. So we'll go ahead and quote-unquote rob that. Now, we already put some stuff in here from earlier in the playthrough, which is great because we're going to need it. So let's just start by, tell you what, let's move all. Okay, so now we only have 15 things on us. Or 16, we have a bunch of keys plus our Suradzic sword. So we can't, those are just things we can't do. So as you can see, our weight is 5 out of 73.8. So now let's load ourselves up with what we actually want to have. So weapon-wise, sort by this. I mean, we need 5 agility for that. 9 agility for the falchion, which is crazy. Shard only needs 3. Burger sword needs 5. Build your bow, 3 and 2. Very close on it. So I'm going to take one of those. Axe, dagger. I'm going to take one of the daggers. And then let's take the axe. And then we'll take 8 hunting arrows, and that's it. Now in terms of armor, alright, let's get all of that, and then let's put some of it on. Pushing C for character, and it's P for player. Or I for inventory, rather. Okay. Decorated shirt on, the fashionable hose on. Just throw that on. Okay. So what I might do is I might keep one hat that I can use for situationally, but otherwise I'm going to put all the rest of the armor back away. Actually, I'll keep the chaperone. Okay, and we're now back down underweight. Okay. Now, food-wise, I need to take the things that are most likely to rot the quickest, so... I'm gonna leave the potions here for now. Except for 4 Savior Schnapps and 1 Marigold. Okay, then obviously we're gonna take our money. I'll take all the bandages. I only have 1 lockpick left. Okay. So that's kind of the long and short of me doing inventory management. Now that we've done that, we need to find a spade. The castle looks fairly well destroyed. 99% sure that's blocked. And it is. Okay. So, the game says we have to find a spade somewhere in here, so let's start looking. Now, I hear a dog. Now, we've already looked in there, basically. I mean, I would say a spade is most likely to be found near a farm field. I think I hear a voice. But this farm really got burned out. There's a spade.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that not the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the humans wanted... They meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Okay.
You lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
You know, you're an unbelievable piece of shit.
Alright, there we go. That was good. Oh, and I got a strength point, that's good.
Fuck! Gone weak at the knees, have you? All right, you bastard. You got me. Go to hell.
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Okay, he seems to have gotten stuck there. He's supposed to be running. Oh, there he goes. Alright. Whatever. Oh, I need to equip my weapons, too. It looks like he got me for 27 health there, so... Okay.
Easy there, boy. You know me. Your good master won't be needing his help.
Did I get it? Apparently not. Oh, here it is. I do want to loot him, though. Good dog. Okay, so now it's telling us to dig a hole under the linden tree by the house. Father referenced that in a prior conversation.
You're gonna like it.
Okay, how do we dig? Oh, here we go. So start digging. Okay. little grave. The dog came up. Dog's being really nice. I really do look great in this outfit. This is a great little outfit that I put together.
Let's get to it. Damn it all.
He has very defined lashes.
How am I gonna do this?
Yeah.
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Oh, looks like he went and
Can't
ran
you
and
see
got
the
some
sword?
help here.
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
I definitely don't
You
look like a
mean him?
peasant. Kind of
I
breaks
don't
the
think he's going to be needed.
set plot line.
Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye. Cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
That's an unrealistically large club. Alright, let's see what we got here. Can we fight?
Jesus Christ.
Actually doing really well. I don't know, can you win this fight? I think this is like scripted for you to lose the fight. Although we're getting some good experience in.
Over here. Bleed it dry.
He just hit his buddy. Yeah, he totally just hit his buddy. That's funny. Oh, okay. That's... Okay. Well, that's interesting. I've never had it go like that before where he kills his friend. But we got some good experience in, and you're scripted to lose that fight. So let's see what happens now.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me.
And the other guy can't even lift that thing up.
This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood.
The one that got killed in the fight there is standing up again in the
I
cutscene.
believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers!
Love that.
The games are over.
like home. Just now, finally, after all of that, quite a good chunk of game. You get the thingy about the intro here. And there's Teresa, by the way. Obviously, she's the one that said goat fucker. And they buried my parents for me there, so that's nice of them. And this is really a good scene to think about in terms of the game's beauty. This town, Rattay, which we'll be doing next episode. You can look up the historical thing on that, and you can see clearly there were two castles right there, which we'll see. Okay, we've completed the homecoming quest. Okay, so we started the quest awakening. Now we are given control in this weird filtered space. I'm just gonna kind of run forward here and try to figure out what's going on. And we seem to be... I think this is where we found the dog, maybe. Looks like the ruins of Rattay. Can I fight this guy? Okay, apparently. It's very hard to see. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? It's so hard to see this. Okay, I think the game just turned me around because I went the wrong direction. Okay, so let's try going this way. Again, very hard to see. Okay, that's the inn. That means our parents' house is right up the hill, probably. Charcoal cart. It's up here. And this is so hard to see. There we go. this way? I can't see shit right now. We got a vitality point, that's nice. Let me try going over here. I'm pretty sure I'm like right at the foot of my house. But these lighting effects are very, very inadequate. I have no idea where I am. I'm just gonna head towards bright areas, see if I can get somewhere where I can recognize. I feel like the game is telling me to go where you can see, right? Maybe? Yeah, so I think I'm back down the hill now.
Do you need some help?
Oh, there we go.
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Okay. A few days later, so we should get that jail debuff removed.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
Okay. So.
How did you manage to save?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thug. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the band.
What in the world were you doing in...
Waiting.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that.
No, there isn't.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
Okay, I'm tired.
Exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Even later.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzik?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
That is a very long time.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Okay, so here we are, we're given control. This is the very first part after the prologue of the game. And here is my trunk. Now, my inventory is all cleared out, and everything was put in the trunk here. So what we're just going to do is we're going to take everything, and go ahead and, let's see, we've got 78. We do have 3 strength, 2 agility now. Okay, so there, and frankly, if we're not in combat, I'll probably just try to wear that. Maybe even take that off. Don't mind that. Okay, so, yeah. And then in terms of other things, we do need to, we'll get rid of this rotten bread. Then we need to start eating these before they go bad, and we're only at 30, so let's eat a lot. 80 now, and we're back under the weight. And then 90, that's probably pretty good. Okay, and so we got some bonus maps here. Now, I didn't look at the treasure maps earlier, but you can read these, and it tells you things like how to get to treasures, right? In addition to that, we have the ancient maps, which say something similar. And these are kind of a pain in the ass to find, but they do provide valuable equipment, and even in the early game, you know. Rate, river, mountains, log. Like there's an island in between, in the middle of a river with two paths to it. So, you know, you can kind of use context clues to get on here. Here we are, this is Skalitz, but now we're down here in Rate. And we're here at the mill. But here's an island with two paths going to it, so we can go back to not the map, to the inventory and look at treasure map 4, and you can see that is right there. And so there's a thing up there we can find. And then finally here is one that goes from Social Castle near mines. That might be Skalitz if it's near mines. So, and there's a hunting lodge where there's a buried treasure. And so what we can do on that one, let's take a look at Skalitz. And yeah, this lake looks just like that thing. So there's this lake north of Skalitz, and then there's like a hunting lodge over here pretty much somewhere. And if you go to the map again, you can see that right there. It's at the just to the west of that river, up above that lake. So it's like right over here, I guess. Alright, so that's how you do the maps. We'll explore those later. Incidentally, you can put things in. You can put things in here, and they'll just be available for you from all of your collective chests that you might have in the world. So we're going to put all of our things that we don't need. Right now I'm just doing all of our alchemy ingredients. Okay. Okay, we got the DLC there that's just giving us an advisory about. And I think we're going to end it here. So we'll start the game proper next time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Kingdom Come Deliverance Hardcore.